Hello guys, here's another week of Craftydares. The new 3 items to add into my crafty project was postage theme, vintage, coffee or tea dyed paper. So first let me show what I made. I altered the envelope. Okay. And I did this postage card on one of my coffee dye papers. And then here's the stamp. So here is my vintage envelope with the postage theme and a stamp, you know. So that's the envelope. The envelope comes with the card. There's my coffee dye paper. I did this on coffee dye paper. This is a vintage postcard. Here's a stamp right here. Here is a vintage little girls. And I coffee dyed some lace. So that's this one. And this has a couple layers on it. So that's that. Then I have a tag that I made. Coffee dyed. Vintage stamp. And that's that one. Then I did a vintage memory decks. I did some sewing. This is a vintage playing card, vintage girl with a little stamp there. And this has coffee dyed, this vintage postcard was printed on this one. So, and then I did some stitching and stuff like that. And then I have some trim and some plain, what do you call this? Tickets. So that's what I did so far. So let's play on and see what we can do to show you how I did some of these. So here is one of my papers that I coffee dyed. And then I have, here's the what do you call that? The postage. Now I can't remember where I put my cards. Right there. So I have these. Everybody pretty much gets them from Michael's or when they go on sale. So I have these. And this time I'm going to use the light one. And what I did, I just layered them up. First of all, I did use one of these decorative paper. So let's do that. This is what size? 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So let's just do that. Well, this one doesn't go as far, so we know there. Let's do that. Let's see how that works. Look at my mess on my table. You can go a little shorter on the top. Size was fine. Don't know if I even cut much off. That's good. So we have that. Let's tape that. again, this is stuff that I had around. This is actually my scrap papers and stuff. I had found an envelope, a plastic envelope, and it had a lot of my traveling, what do you call them, scraps. So I have plenty of that stuff, but I just pulled this stuff out. Plus I have tons of cards, and I already had some of these cut out, so I just took these. Thought I would play with those a little bit. I don't need to put it in the middle, but might as well. Make sure you push it all the way down so it comes up easy. There you go. You can go over the edges to get the white, but this time I'm not. I'm just going to let it be as it is, because I don't have my stress ink around, so I'm just going to leave it like it is. So that's that one. So I want to put this here, and I'm not really worried about this because I'm going to cover it. So that's about good. I want to get my since I'm there, so I might as well just bring it over. I'll just take this and use it. This is vintage photo, and I just went over it. I think I need to get a new one. Okay, that's this way, so let's take this. That should be enough, or maybe not. And just place that on there. Has anybody ever, well, does anybody enjoy making their own coffee dye paper? I do. I just don't like to let it, have to do the drying part, because you have to sit there and wait, because I do mine in the oven. So yeah, I like making them. I just don't like to stand there and over the oven and wait and let it dry. I know there's got to be a better way to get them done, but it is what it is. Let's cover that up for now. So that's that part, and I have this one. This time, let's see if I have any pieces of material. Here we go. Have some right there over there. I'm trying not to use that one. So, where's my picture? Here we go. I have this, so I want to just layer it up somehow like this. So I'm just going to cut it down. Where's my scissors? Good thing my other table's close by. You think this is a mess? You should see my other table. Before I do that, let me have the bottom of this. I don't know, I just want to take off the real dark white of it, sharp white. There you go. Now it's not so white. here, and then here. And guess what, guys? I totally forgot to get my heat gun on, but that's okay because I can do that later. Right now I can use foam tape on the back of this one for now. I got this from the dollar store. I should cut it instead of stretching it, but I really don't do exactly what you're supposed to do. Now do I? There you go. It's just that I didn't do it, guys. Should have reminded me. I only do this to actually try to get that little white part that when you cut your paper. So I'm just hiding that. So I'm just going to put that on here, and then later I can just hot glue that down, but that is that. I'm going to call that finish. So that's another card. So here's my first card, and here's my second card. Okay. So let's now do a memory decks. Well, that's big enough. Nope. All right, guys. Here's another copy of the ones I made, and I got this from this lovely lady, Daisy. This is her printable, so if you guys are interested in these, that's where you can find them. I was listening to my phone, not my phone, my iPad just go off and on and off and on the charger. So let me see. No, I have to get the postage in it. I'll just do this. So what I want to do, just make sure I have it all in there. Sorry. What I'm going to do is just cut it all out. I want to use that piece of coffee dye paper on it right there for this part. So let me glue this up. If you guys want to use regular liquid glue, go ahead. I'm just using this because it's easier for me. There you go. And there is my piece. So now you just cut it out. And I can't cut a straight line to save my life. I should use my little scissors, but I'm going to be a rebel and do the opposite and use my giant scissors that's right here. I'll get that in a second. So that's that part so far. Let's get these little edges. looks like it needs more. I'm not going to use that. Let me get this. I'm going to use... Hold on, guys. I got attacked by the tape. So I'm going to use this just to cut them out, the holes. And then just, it doesn't have to be perfect. There you go. So that's what that looks like. So we have this. Now I have some of these stamps that I printed out. These are vintage stamps, and I want to make them a little bit more darker, kind of vintage looking. I don't know if I'm making it vintage, but it's whatever. But I do have some vintage paper here. I'm trying not to make it straight. I don't know. Just do something different. So I want to put that there. Whoop. Okay. Then we have this, so let me, I don't know, do that. Again, let me make this a little darker instead of being so white. I'm gonna just put it like this for now. I'm just trying to layer things, guys. That's all. Does it work? Works in the eye of the beholder. And again, I will put some hot glue on this when I turn my glue gun on, because I did totally forget that. I want it to be under. And there you go. You can do more. I can put some flowers, but of course have no flowers. Again, I'm trying to grab what's around my table. Does anybody else craft like that? It's a crafty dare. I want to dare myself. I want to use what I have around me, you know. I have yellow. That's all I have, guys. Can you believe that? Just yellow. Can I make it dark? I don't know how much vintage that is, but the point is, this is a vintage stamp. This is a postage, and I got coffee dye. And I can't even do this because, hello, I don't have a hot glue on. But you can glue that in like this. Just like that. So, again, guys, this was my crafty dare for on Instagram. You had to use postage theme, vintage, and coffee dye in tea bag. I mean tea bag. Yeah, tea bag. Coffee or tea dyed paper, postage theme, and vintage. So that's what you had to do. So again, here is my card that I made on video. Here's another card, an envelope. We have this one that I made online, and this tag, and this one. So guys, tell me what you guys think. If you guys are interested in participating with the Crafty Dares over at Instagram, you can private message Tina. Her YouTube or her Instagram is Tell Him Thank You, and that you have to have an active Instagram. What that means is you have to post regular. You have to have post on your video, on your Instagram, and post regular to be able to participate in the Crafty Dare. So with that being said, if you guys aren't a subscriber, please subscribe. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you would like to tell me how you felt, hope kind words, please leave a comment in the description or leave a comment in the below. So with that being said, thank you for watching. Bye.